Such a joy to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're starting in a seated position. This is our Nada yoga practice. Nada is sound or vibration. In order to be in presence, we're listening. So it's this open and receptive state of consciousness through the listening. And here we can listen to the sound of Om, A-U-M, also known as the primordial sound of the cosmos. So coming to your comfortable seated position as we inhale, torso, arms up, and then gently over to the side. Inhale, torso, arms up, and over to the second side. So a few times. Inner sound, outer sound, and the silence between the sound. That's why we're chanting Om 3 times. It's actually to listen to the silence between the sounds or vibration. Torso, arms up, and then rest your hands. And just a few minutes of listening to the sound of the cosmos. Let's take the hands behind the hips and noticing the way you've crossed your legs. Feet in front of us, and then we're rolling from side to side. So part of this practice of nada yoga is inner sound, outer sound, and it's also very much about the silence. So the sounds reveal silence to us. So throughout this practice, concentrating on sound, concentrating on silence. So see if you could come to a seated cross-legged position, but crossing perhaps the legs the other way. Ujjayi pranayama. Internally, the inner microcosmos is really vast and deep. So we can resonate with this breath technique. Ujjayi is victorious. Imagine you have a pair of sunglasses and you want to fog that pair of sunglasses. So we're inhaling, and as we exhale, like a big sigh, and fogging those sunglasses. And as you do this, there's a slight closure of the back of the throat. Now maintaining that slight closure of the glottis or back of the throat, and same breath. On the in-breath and the out-breath with mouth closed. And we're relaxing, so we're sitting tall so that the breath is free, and listening to that inner sound of the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale like wave of the ocean. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So very subtle. Vibration is just a little more subtle than sounds. And it becomes this rhythmic pattern, like a wave, like a vibration, is very periodical motion. And we're concentrating on the sound, we're concentrating on silence. So the Bhagavad Gita 10:38, chapter 10, paragraph 38 refers to, of secret things, I am silence. Let's come to hands and knees and a few cat and cows. Knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders, few cat and cows. and maintaining that Ujjayi pranayama. And we can listen to the sound, the vibration of your microcosmos. Naturally, our attention will go to sounds, outer sounds from the macrocosmos. And then we can always redirect our attention to the microcosmos vibrations and sound. So a few breaths in our child's pose. So in this posture, we can really listen and we're recognizing form, which is sound, vibration, and then formlessness, which is silence. Coming to hands and knees, let's take the hands further ahead towards top of the mat. So we're taking the knees to the right side and drop the left hip, hips forward. Nice. Right hip on top, left hip under, and then any child's pose. Maybe hip stays a little further up. And then come back to all fours position, hands ahead, knees, lower body points to the left side, and we're taking that right hip under, left hip on top. And towards any forward bend. Let's do again that first side, hands ahead. And as we drop the left hip here, feel what is going on that left side of the body. And then towards any forward bend, it could be downward facing dog, it could be puppy downward dog, maybe child's pose. And then let's do that second side from all fours. Hands ahead, knees point to the left side, right hip under. Feel the outer right hip. There may be tension there. And then as we exhale, any forward bend, perhaps downward facing dog. Ujjayi pranayama. Listening to that inner vibration. As we inhale, any carrot, so for gentle knees on the mat, exhale all the way to the belly. Any back bend, maybe hands ahead of the shoulders, inhale. And as we exhale, any forward bending. Let's bring the right foot to the inside of our right hand. So maybe first on the knees and then that right foot there, torso up. Inhale. Taking in the sunshine. Listening to that inner guidance, and as we exhale, hands down. So let's step forward, maybe lift off the back leg, and then left foot top of the mat, fold forward. Let's drop the hips, torso, arms up, inhale. Listening to that inner cosmos vibration, and as we exhale, hands outside the feet. Bend the knees, head relax. Let's take the right leg up. And then the right foot at the bottom of the mat. Downward dog, maybe single leg downward dog as we inhale. And as we exhale, any crocodile, so maybe knees on the mat, all the way down. Inhale, any cobra, maybe upper facing dog. And as we exhale, downward facing dog. We're maintaining the shoulder blades away from the ears. So let's bring the left foot to the inside of that left hand. Maybe first on the knees, then left foot there as we inhale, torso, arms up, shoulders a little bit back. Exhale, hands along the front foot. As we curl the back toes under, it could be simple stepping forward, maybe back leg up. And then the left foot, top of the mat. Exhale, fold. Let's drop the hips really low as we inhale. Taking in the sunshine in the front of the body. And as we exhale, forward bending. So now receiving sunshine in the back of the body. Bring the left leg up. Inhale. And then left foot, bottom of the mat. Weight in the palm. Single leg downward dog. It could be downward dog. Inhale. And as we exhale, a crocodile. So perhaps knees on the mat. Any cobra or upper facing dog. Inhale. And as we exhale, any forward bending. Let's come to child's pose so we can curl those toes under. For a breath, concentration here, listening to that inner vibration. Come to your hands and knees. And then we're all the way onto the belly. Elbows underneath the shoulders. We're going to take Sphinx with the forearms out to the right side. So the forearms are parallel to one another, and then maybe gazing back. And of course, we can relax the head. back center. Forehead on the hands. We're going to bend the knees, knees wide, and a little bit of windshield wipers. Very important here to completely relax neck, head, relax hips, region of the pelvis. Let's take the feet as wide as the mat, feet turning out. Neutral neck, head position. Concentration on the sound of the breath. Two more breaths. And naturally, we will turn also to outer sounds, vibration. And we're integrating both. Very nice. Let's take the feet hip width apart, elbows underneath the shoulders. We're lifting the torso. And then second side, Sphinx to the left side. As we direct our attention we're creating inner freedom. So we can gaze back if you want, head relaxed. Nice. Let's come back center. Hands next to the ribs or ahead of your shoulders. Inhale. It can be any back bend. And as we exhale, forward bending. Inhale, any carrot. Exhale, any crocodile. Inhale, a back bend. Exhale, a forward bend. So we're letting the lower body turn to the right side. So we're landing on that outer left hip. Let's bend the left leg and straighten the right leg. Torso towards our bent left leg. As we inhale, take that rib cage, arms up, a sense of lifting a little bit that upper body. And then coming into lateral flexion. We can bend that lower arm, creating a little head rest. Top arm can also be along that left side of the torso. Checking in. Listening to the microcosmos, vibration, sound. Ujjayi pranayama is such a nice practice for that. So coming up, let's take the knees together, heels together to the bottom of the mat. And downward facing dog, it could be something like a child's pose. Or puppy downward facing dog. Inhale, carrot. Exhale, any crocodile. Inhale, back bend. And as we exhale, forward bend. Now the lower body points, turn, twist to that left side, and we're landing on that outer right hip. Left leg straight, straight, bending the right leg. Turn the upper body towards the right side. Inhale, rib cage up, and side flexion, bending. Lower arm, hand can create a little support for the head. And checking with that top arm, shoulder. Maybe suddenly another position feels better. Ujjayi pranayama. One breath at a time. Coming up, let's take knees together, heels together towards the bottom of the mat and downward facing dog. Inhale any carrot. Exhale any crocodile. Inhale, back bending. Exhale, forward bending. So your hip opener of choice. It could be pigeon if you want right leg up and then coming to that pigeon with the right knee to the right side. So we have options. Some of us may like on our back, figure four stretch. It could be also reclined cow face, Supta Gomukhasana. And if you prefer seated double pigeon. And beginning again. As a beginner, attention into listening. So let's come to that neutral posture, blissful baby posture from our on back. If we're on the back, blissful baby posture. And if we are in pigeon, it could be downward facing dog. Maybe single leg downward facing dog and a little flow in between. So let's do that second side. Left knee to that left side of the mat. And if we're on the back, it's the left ankle in front of the right upper thigh for our figure four stretch, or left upper thigh on top for our on the back cow face. Coming into that posture. The sounds, the listening to the sounds allows us to be in presence. posture. Again, single leg downward dog from pigeon, or blissful baby posture if you are on your back. Let's meet on the back. So from downward dog, feet to the outside of the hands, coming to a squatting position. Maybe staying a little longer in squatting position, and if you're already on your back, we'll be meeting on our back, blissful baby posture. Very nice. Let's take a block and come into a supportive bridge. Feet, perhaps soles of the feet together, knees apart. It could be straight legs. Any arm variation, and we could do palms facing up. Very attentive to any sound. We're going to take the block to the side and hug the knees. Hands behind the knees, and yes, circular motion going around. Let's go in the other direction. Left heel at the bottom of the mat. Open the right arm out to the side, and we're twisting. The right palm up. Listening to sounds. organizing silence. Taking that right foot, bottom of the mat, hugging the left leg. Open the left arm out to the side and twisting. So it can be now our more natural breath and maintaining, sustaining that concentration on sound. We're going to roll on the back, hug the knees, and then come up to a seated position. We're going to set up for a chest opener that we're going to hold for a while. So you need to be warm enough, maybe adding layers, and also really important that you are comfortable. It could be creating a bolster with a blanket that we're rolling, maybe one or two, so we have a nice setup for our chest opener. It could be working with blocks, and then we can always add some padding, making sure we're comfortable, okay? We'll be here for a little bit in a restorative posture, so make sure you're at ease. Very comfortable here. Chest opener. And it can be any leg variation. So if the head is higher than the heart, that would be a little bit pacifying. calming, grounding energy. If it's the same heights, head and heart, it's pretty neutralizing. And if the head is lower than the heart, it is energizing. So we can always readjust, see if you can find a posture here. And then settling into stillness. So when we're practicing Nada Yoga, the yoga of vibration, it is a lot about, of course, listening to the outer cosmos, listening to the inner cosmos. And it's the quality of the pulsation of the inner spaciousness. It's a deep, deep listening to our heart, listening to our inner body, listening to that inner spaciousness. And recognizing at times silence, inner silence, outer silence. And as we completely relax here, noticing how this listening is happening from itself. like to set up differently for a shavasana, completely flat on the earth, just changing to that posture. In shavasana, letting go. All the muscles completely soft. Releasing into the support of the earth. Gratitude for each of you. Gratitude for the infinite, formless, luminous spaciousness. And may all forms be safe, healthy, at peace, free and joyful in the whole cosmos. Namaste.